I guess there's like no skirmish or something. Okay. So it's just missions. Straight out missions. Hmm. Maybe I try entertaining, since I wasn't good with the other games, so. Ah. Oh no, there's a lot of settings in this.
Stay calm and focus.
Remember your training, everyone.
Run to your stations. The hunt is on.
We're a well-oiled machine. Let's show the enemy what a U-boat can do.
It's go time, boys. Let's sink some ships.
Stay calm and focused, everyone.
Stay calm and focused, everyone. We'll get through this.
I'm like, you can't give me like a Sean Connery or something. Junk. What the hell does... A lot of customization. I mean, how often am I gonna see my dude? whatever. Extra torpedoes, maybe we're okay. Port even. I don't know where to put the camera.
Good luck on your next mission, Captain. Stay safe out there.
Not there. Down here. All right. Maybe. All right, good. Captain, before you go on your first patrol, I'd recommend you to undergo training that will prepare you and your crew for the fight. Click on the highlighted officer in the port to start a conversation with them. Do I have to?
I serve as the liaison officer, relaying orders directly from the Admiralty. How may I assist you today, Captain?
You can speak up.
These are current orders from the headquarters. Your eyes only.
Food? Gotta deal with foodness? On the screen, you can choose a training mission to explore a nuisances of the game. If you are playing for the first time, it is recommended that you complete the mission in order from first to last. Let's start with the first introductory mission right now. It's already highlighted on the left, so you will need to do is to click the button below. Ugh. You with me? Okay. First, click in the conversation. Okay, I gotta click somebody to start a conversation. It is up all the way, but I guess everything else is just louder, but wish you could. Hopefully there's not too much talking. We'll have to see, otherwise I'll have to adjust all the effects down and all that stuff and leave speech higher. Alright. Talking to the warehouse clerk, click on him to start the conversation.
What do you need, officer?
You need an officer. Show me what you've got.
Take a look.
In the port warehouse, you can buy and sell goods to get your boat ready to put to sea. Also, you know, window with a good. Choose a category. Current budget. Yeah. On the right side is the boat storage. Yeah. On the sell, right click, drag from the window, and yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. We must also ensure that we have enough fuel to complete the mission. So we got fuel. Completely refuel the ship. Torpedoes. Buy at least 3 torpedoes. Even though I already have some torpedoes, but I gotta buy 3 more? Really? Well, should I just buy the free ones? Ah, those are faster. Okay, that's fine. After ordering new goods at the warehouse, loading them on your boat begins. It's not an instant process and takes some time. Jump. Click the button to skip it, the wait. 1 day? Good work with completing the last training mission, Captain. I recommend you to hone your skills further and start the next training mission.
I serve as the liaison officer, relaying orders directly from the Admiralty. How may I assist you today, Captain? These are current orders from the headquarters. Your eyes only.
On this screen, you can choose a training mission to explore the nuisance. We already... What? Okay, whatever. Welcome, Skipper. During the training mission, first we leave the port, and to do that, the button, select the third engine forward.
Half ahead.
Should we remove that first? Oh, okay. So it is quiet. Very good. Now open the map by clicking the highlighted button. The in-game menu, you plan voyage ahead, so as you can see, your crew automatically set a route to leave port after you unlock docked. To test the driving capabilities of the boat, we need to travel to a more remote location with deeper water. I'm marking a good spot for that on your map. To set a course to this location, simply click on it with the right mouse button.
Change course.
Having set a course for our boat, we must now wait until the boat arrives at the destination. This may take a few hours in real time, though. Click the highlight button to speed up the game. Wow, they...
Tube 1 maintained. Torpedo in tube 2 maintained. Torpedo in tube 3 maintained.
Why is it so quiet?
Torpedo in tube 4 maintained. Torpedo in tube 5
No,
maintained.
I can barely hear it. I'll make it here, but...
We are in shallow waters, Captain.
After you leave the port area, you can use more powerful time compression buttons. Click on the highlighted button to quickly arrive at your destination. We are now at the target location. We can now practice how to dive. First, we will dive to periscope depth, with this just below the surface of the water. No shit! Click the highlighted button to open the depth meter and click on the small button on the right with the periscope button.
Periscope depth.
Bring it down!
Set a course to these coordinates. electric motors.
Well done, skipper. Your boat is now periscope depth. Remaining at periscope depth means staying just below the water surface, allowing the crew to extend periscopes above the water to scan the surroundings. There are 2 periscopes installed in the submarine. The observation periscope is conveniently located in the control room. It's good for scanning quickly the surroundings and is usually used by a regular crew. The attack periscope, on the other hand, is designed to perform precise torpedo attacks. It's much better at this task than the observation periscope, but it must be manned by an officer. The submarine is extremely hard to spot when it stays at periscope depth, although it's still possible to spot at close range. It's also vulnerable here to detection method that use the sound waves for detection, hydrophones and sonars. Now let's dive deeper. Click the highlighted button again to open the depth meter and select the safe depth button.
Maximum safe depth.
Current depth, 5 meters. Current depth, 40 meters. Meters.
Fish!
Meters.
Meat.
85 meters.
No time for sleeping.
Current depth, 100 meters.
Meters.
110 meters. It's me.
120 meters.
We are now more than 100 meters below the surface. Pressure outside is at 11 atmospheres or more. The submarine was built to handle such pressure indefinitely. But going deeper than this comes with a risk. Well, how do you go deeper? As a rule of thumb, the deeper you dive, the easier it is to hide from enemies. Your boat also becomes harder to hit with anti-submarine weapons. Staying underwater comes with some problems though. When you remain underwater, there is no way to ventilate the ship, and air quality will become worse with the passing of time. You can always check the current air quality by looking at this indicator. It's very important. If it ever becomes empty, your crew will start to suffocate. You can refresh air to some degree by using the onboard ventilation system, but it has the drawback of being quite noisy. Enemies may detect your boat more easily when it's turned on.
125 meters.
Let's use it right now. Click on it using the left mouse button.
Turn on the ventilation.
Well done. After you have given the order, one of the sailors will come here soon and activate the ventilation system. Hey, when I order you, you go. You don't just slowly get out of bed.
Current depth 140 meters.
And that guy couldn't flip the switch. Notice the air quality in the ship starts to get better. The ventilation system won't improve indefinitely, though, as it can only recirculate existing air. Another thing to watch when you stay underwater for a long time are the bilges of your boat. Your submarine will slowly accumulate water through the holes in the ships, all like propeller shafts, periscope valves, and the torpedo tubes. When the ballast accumulates, your boat will be less maneuverable and responsive. Eventually, the ballast may sink your boat, but we will learn about that in more detail during the next assessment.
145.
To get rid of the accumulated water and enable the pump to the control room, please do that right now. Proceed.
Turn on the pump.
Well done. The pump slowly pumps out the water from all your compartments. Please note that the performance of the pump is correlated with the pressure of the water outside the boat. If we are deeper than 100 meters, it basically doesn't do anything useful. You must move to the shallower depth to get rid of the water. Let's get back to the surface. Please click the depth meter button and select the surface button.
Blow the tanks.
Current depth 140 meters.
So realistic, it won't even let you see.
meters.
See the boat. You know, see on the water.
105 meters.
They don't even want you to, like, you know, technically see underwater. Like you wouldn't, you know, you wouldn't be able to. They want you to stay in the boat.
Meters. 45 meters.
Nah, yeah, I have it turned off. But
25 meters.
oh, okay, you're just saying. I gotcha.
Meters.
Switch to diesel engines.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Go into the back to the surface. Wait, going to be back. To surface the boat, your crew had to blow the water out of ballast tanks using the compressed air reserves. You can check how much compressed air you have by looking at this notification. Compressed air is stored in special tanks under the hull. You can replenish it using air compressors installed on your boat. I think it was that thing to the right. You have 2 air compressors at disposal. One of the medium performance electric, second high diesel compressed and stern torpedo room. You may use one or both of them depending on the resource you have and the thing you find yourself in. Please enable one or both of them now. Well, how do you turn the camera? I guess you don't. Well done, Skipper. You service your boat after diving. You need at least minimum of 25% of the compressed air reserves. The amount consumed is not constant though. The deeper you are, the larger the ballast you have in the compartments to compensate. The more air may be consumed in the process. Well done, Skipper. You learned a lot today. Let's get back to the port. Click on the map and plot a course. Okay, but how... What? Oh, no, I'm going to click on the plot. I on the plot course. So I guess we're going back to here.
Set a course to these coordinates.
We are in shallow waters, Captain.
I mean, this is still training. So... I would assume... Probably not. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Good work with completing the last training mission, Captain. I recommend you hone your skills further and start the next training mission. Click the highlight officer in the port to start the conversation with them. Well, how do I zoom out?
I serve as the liaison liaison officer, relaying orders directly from the Admiralty. How may I assist you today, Captain?
You can go away. The officer you talk to is an intermediary between you and the Kriegsmarine headquarters. You can choose your assignment for yourself to assign your officers to different tasks at headquarters. Okay, whatever.
These are current orders from headquarters. Your eyes
I'm just going to get you. You will make an attempt to attack an enemy shipping. I also teach you the basics of the crew management. Okay, open the map. Another U-boat report spotted a few fighters at square AN-49 a few hours ago. The other U-boat was coming back from a mine-laying assignment and wasn't armed to attack the ship at this time. I marked the spot. We're expecting these fighters to be in the near future. Right-click on the marked spot to set your course.
Change course.
When it is ready, now we must undock from the port. To do that, click the highlighted button, select the third engine gear forward.
half ahead.
I can't believe you can play this in real time. I mean, who's gonna play it in real time, though? I mean, you're gonna have no life. I mean, you're gonna sit here and watch a ship. You can't even put it on one anymore now. Now that I sped it up. I mean, I guess, okay, so they won't let you put it on one. Unless if I would have never changed it, maybe it could have been. But yeah, we'll have to ask John Cash because that was him. We'll have to ask John Cash next time. Very good. You arrived at the patrol area. We should start searching for the cargo ships. Let's take a look inside the boat for a moment. As you see, your crew is already active and working at various stations throughout the boat. They know their tasks very well and don't need direction to perform them most of the time. During long assignments and the battles, usually things tend to happen, and your role as a captain of this boat is to adapt as necessary to survive. For this reason, I have asked your officers to leave their stations so that we can train micromanagement during this assessment. We must locate the cargo ships we are looking for. The best way to accomplish that is to use the onboard hydrophone. It's capable of detecting ships from tens of kilometers, much further than it's possible by sight, even in the best weather. The GHG hydrophone installed on your ship doesn't work on the surface, though. We must submerge to periscope depth before we proceed.
Periscope depth.
True, true.
Captain, we're at periscope depth, ready for surface observations.
Switch to electric motors.
The hydrophone can be manned by any training officer, but the radio men excel at this task. Select Officer Carl Heinz Mustard, or no, Ketchup. Schuster, your radio man, before we proceed. Who? Not quick the listening room to assign him there.
Man the listening room.
Buffering rip. Good. Now let's give the officer some time to listen for contracts. You can use the time compression if you like. Contacts, not contracts. Powers detected. Excellent, Carl Heinz. Here's the ship propellers nearby through the hydrophone. Captain, plot an interception course towards that contact. To do so, press Control and click the right mouse button in the blue arc.
Change course.
Now what do you want me to do?
Set a course to these coordinates.
Oh, I gotta go that way?
Set a course to these coordinates.
Oh, that's me. Captain, plot the interception course towards the contact. To do so, press Control and click with the right mouse button on the blue arc on the map. Okay.
Set a course to these
There you go. I thought that was... Okay. Okay. I thought they meant like blue circle. Well done. We're now on course to intercept our target. We must now wait until we get closer and the crew spots us through a periscope. To hasten our approach, consider utilizing the time compression feature. I love that feature in real life. It's a good feature. You're going the wrong way. Where are you going?
Alarm!
It's go time,
310
boys.
degrees.
Let's sink some ships.
Shh. The sailor using the periscope has spotted a fire freighter. We can attack it now. The most effective weapon at your disposal are G7 torpedoes that carry a 280 kilogram warhead. Aside from their sheer power that may rip a ship apart, they usually do not reveal your position to the enemy. They are your primary weapon. So G7 torpedoes. To use them, we need to commute a course for the torpedo. Please select Officer Hoffman before we could continue.
Skipper?
Good, now send him over to attack periscope in the conning tower.
Man the attack periscope.
Everyone has done great work so far. Keep it up. Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Having selected the officer, click the enemy cargo ship, using the right mouse button to calculate torpedo course.
Captain?
Calculate torpedo course.
Very good. Officer Hoffman now calculates the course for the torpedo. We should give him some time to do that. I'll give you further directions once that's done.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observations.
Did we do it? Officer Kurt Hoffman managed to prepare a decent torpedo course solution. It's time to launch our torpedoes at the target. If it took him that long, select the enemy ship using the left mouse button before we proceed. Good. Now click the highlighted button to open the torpedo thingy. Click on at least three tubes to flood the tubes with seawater.
Flood tube 1. Flood tube 2. Flood tube 3.
Tube 1 flooded. Tube 2.
Before you launch the salvo, you should always wait until this light comes on. Signal so that the torpedo have the correct gyro angle set and are ready to fire. Everything is set. Fire, Captain.
Fire.
Can I watch it somehow? Oh.
Change course.
Shit, I didn't mean to change course.
The torpedo has covered half the distance. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. It's a miss.
You miss!
It's a miss. It's a miss.
Yeah, I can do torp cam? Sweet. Sadly, the previous salvo didn't sink the target. Our officer loaded a new set of torpedoes into the tube. Let's try again. Yeah, this guy's getting fired. Click on at least 3 tubes to flood the tubes. I mean, he's just wasting our shit.
Flood tube 1. Flood tube 2. Flood tube 3.
He took forever to calculate.
Tube 1 flooded. Tube 2 flooded. Tube 3 flooded.
Everything is set. Fire, Captain. Are you sure this time? That's what you told me last time.
Fire.
Hey, you, torpedo cam. Click it! You close the firing window. How do you close the firing window? This is a firing window? Maybe I can't yet. Maybe because I haven't gotten as far as you yet.
The torpedo has covered half the distance. Change course.
Yeah, I think we gotta wait.
40 seconds to impact. 30 seconds. 20 seconds.
How do you go normal speed?
10 seconds
Oh, there we
to
go.
impact.
You missed one. Well done, Captain. The crew is evacuating this freighter. Well, let's see if it sinks completely. We will have to finish it with the gun deck. Deck gun. Let's return to surface. Click the highlighted button.
Pull the tanks. Current depth, 5 meters.
What the? I can't see. How do I go back to the other camera? I don't know how to change camera views.
Switch to diesel engines.
Target position reached.
Good to be back to service. Select Officer Dober before we proceed. Good. Now send him over to the deck gun.
Affirmative.
The ship is sinking.
Ah. Now, having selected Officer Dober, click the freighter using the right mouse button to order to fire at it.
Target this ship.
Well done, Captain. This freighter is finished. Now select Hoffman again before we proceed.
Skipper.
Very good. Now send him to observe the surrounding from the conning tower by clicking the small eye on the icon.
Captain. Join the watch crew.
What? That was loud. Officer Kurt Hoffman hasn't found anything yet. It's still possible that the freighter is nearby, but beyond our current sight range. Let's assign him some help. Assign him some help? The crew is composed of officers like the officer Kurt Hoffman, but also regular sailors. Officers take direct orders from you, and you have direct control over them. You can find the portraits of them at the bottom right part of the screen. Yeah, I know that. Regular sailors, on the other hand, usually follow automated schedules, as they are too numerous to take orders from the captain by one. They can also aid officers in their work. As what we need right now, each officer has a few bars near his portrait. They represent sailors assigned to the officer. It must be these bars. Click the uppermost bar near the officer. Current Hoffman assign him as many sailors as he can manage.
I could use some help over here. Yes, sir. Ship mast. Bearing 310
Excellent.
degrees.
Officer
Coaster
Kurt Hoffman has
310
found the second cargo ship nearby. It flies Swedish flag, but judging by its course, it's possible that it's headed to an enemy port under our blockade. It may also be an enemy ship flying a false flag. We should check that. Where? Here?
Change course.
I think that's where it's telling me to go. You know, they probably should have been able to see. I mean, yeah, I guess it's far away, but... Wait, I don't even have to be there? I can just click on it? I want the cheese. Who's that? We are close enough to send a boarding party to inspect that ship. Please click the highlighted button to do that. Very well. Select the first option to send the team. Very good. On the screen, you can select the officer to send to carry out the inspection. Some officers may have useful skills to consider when you send them on such missions. In this case, it's going to be routine inspection, and any officer will do. Please click on one of the slots below and pick the officer. Okay. Go, Hoffman. Very good. Your men will need explosives. In this case, you decide to scuttle the ship. Please click the highlighted slot. Now click the explosive window to give them the officer. You're ready. Go to this button to send officer. Just one person? Okay. After climbing the deck, the crew faces cold welcome from the cargo ship crew. What do you want? Asked the captain in German without exchanging any pleasantries. This is a neutral ship, and you shouldn't be here. Request the documents that detail the cargo on the ship and its destination. A flicker of unease crosses his face, and he produces the papers with a slight hesitation. As you carefully review their contents, his hands clench and unclench. They made a sweat forming on his brow. According to documents, the ship is headed to port of Liverpool and is carrying new resources. It seems that this ship is trading with a blockade allied ports, and it's fair price for you to sink it. What should we do next? We confirm that this freighter is involved in military activities. We can sink it without risking an international incident. You tell the captain that the orders obligate you to sink this freighter and that they must evacuate it immediately. Captain isn't happy about this outcome, but clearly accepted that there is nothing he can do to avoid this from happening. He doesn't respond to you, but instead starts to shout out to his crew and organizes evacuation of the freighter. Plant explosives. Well done, Skipper. You can come back to the port anytime now. Well, I think you just had me blow myself up, so... Might as well with a quick hiss.
Target position reached.
Is that it? I guess I collect the mission completed. $19.39. Go with completing the last training mission, Captain. I recommend you own your school. Okay, you're just saying the same thing over and over again.
I serve as the liaison officer, relaying orders directly from the Admiralty. How may I assist you today, Captain? These are current orders from the headquarters. Your eyes only.
Alright, during this mission, you will practice the first real world patrol at sea. I will accompany you and do my best to ensure that we return in one piece back to port. First, let's open the map to plan the voyage ahead. Orders are complete. The patrol in squares AM7 and BE3. Click the marked point using the right mouse buttons. Okay. Please note that if it's too far to plot a path in one shot, you can use shift left and shift and right mouse button to pen intermediate ones. Okay.
Set a course to these
Everything is ready. Now we must undock from port to do this. Cooked engine room. Okay.
Half ahead.
Half ahead. What? Oh boy, what? Oh boy. What do you mean, oh boy?
Torpedo in tube 1 maintained. Torpedo in tube 2 maintained. Torpedo in tube 3 maintained. Torpedo in tube 4 maintained. Torpedo in tube 5 maintained.
We are in shallow waters, Captain.
Of course, I could see why you might have to play it in a slower speed. Like, since I'm playing on easy and letting them auto manage the AI. If you had to manage them, then I would suppose you wouldn't be able to just do fast mode, and you would have to be keeping an eye on stuff and clicking on things, probably. Good, we are in the target area now. We must plan the patrol route ahead. There are many ways to plot your patrol route, and the technique is up to you. As a rule of thumb, try to plot a route that avoids traveling over the same areas multiple times, and the one that has as much vertical movement as possible. Yeah. Please do that now. Plot any route inside the target area that is at least 16 kilometers long and shift the add points to the end of the route. Okay.
Change course.
Excellent. Now stay sharp and follow the route.
Torpedo in tube 2 maintained. Torpedo in tube 3 maintained. Torpedo in tube 4 maintained. Torpedo in tube 5 maintained.
The patrol has been uneventful for until now. Let's check the radio.
Captain.
And the radio
We'll take care of it. Captain, there's an incoming transmission.
Officer Carl Schultzer has found an ongoing broadcast. Click the icon radio. Now order the radio and receive and decode the message by clicking the first button to the left.
Yes, sir. I'll take care of it. Message received.
This is an SOS signal from another U-boat. We should do our best to help them. The radio man is tracking this message using a direct finder antenna installed in the boat. Order the crew to plot path towards the source by pressing control and then clicking with the right mouse button on the blue arc.
Change course.
Ow. Well, you didn't tell me to dive.
Torpedo in tube 1 maintained. Torpedo in tube 2 maintained.
Periscope depth. Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observations. Switch to electric motors.
Torpedo in tube 3 maintained. Torpedo in tube 4 maintained.
Submarine. Straight ahead.
Current depth, 10 meters.
Your crew spotted a U-boat on the horizon. We should get closer.
Set a course to these coordinates. Switch to diesel engines. Contrail.
This is an aircraft.
0 degrees.
There's an aircraft on the horizon.
Aircraft approaching head on.
They should have to search for the U-485, the U-boat that sent the SOS signal. Remember that your main mission is to sink enemy shipping, and Kriegsmarine won't reward you as much for shooting down aircraft. The best strategy when you encounter them is to submerge and wait when the aircraft leaves the area. In this case, we are going to risk it, though, because the second U-boat is severely damaged and needs help from us.
I'm ready for your orders. Affirmative. Consider it done, sir. Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Are we moving? Looks like it.
The crew evacuates the ship.
Officer Kurt almost shot the aircraft down, but they hit us hard too. We must plan how to proceed to get out of this situation. We have a few problems to deal with. There is a massive hole in the pressure hull. Our boat is going to sink if we don't patch it up. Luckily for us, it's located in the upper part of the hull. Such breaches usually don't leak water in a constant stream as long as your boat stays on the surface. The second problem is the officer, Kurt Hoffman, was seriously wounded in the explosion. He saved us all, but shooting down the aircraft, then it's up to us to return the favor. Okay, we got Slap Nud, our engineer, before we continue. Now assign him to repair the hull breach using the left mouse button.
Yes, sir. I'll take care of it.
We must start pumping out water leaking into the boat. Click the pump using the left mouse button in order to switch on.
Turn on the pump.
Good. Must now ensure that Hoffman will get medical help when he needs. On the U-boat, radio men are always trained in some form of medical help. Select Hines, our radio man, before we continue.
Captain.
Click Hoffman and order the radio man to help him.
Will do, Captain.
Everything is done for now. You can unpause the game. Bye. Okay.
Alarm canceled.
What the hell is this? The breach has been repaired. We are fine for now.
Funnel smoke. Bearing 345 degrees.
The crew spotted a destroyer on the horizon. They must be searching here for the previously sunk U-boat. Destroyers are heavily armed units, and you should never face them on the surface, Skipper. Order a crash dive.
Crash dive.
Ow. It just stays attached on the boat underwater somehow? So when I dive underwater, it just stays there? Okay. Alright.
Turn cap. 5 meters. Switch to electric motor.
Shh. They're circling right on top of us, listening through the hydrophones. Press the button to hold the tab key on the keyboard, open a quick orders menu and click the highlighted button in order to silent running mode. This orders a signal to the crew to stay away with client with any chatter.
Silent running.
135 meters. Meters.
The crew becomes stressed, considering that it's very first patrol your crew, you may shortly see who among us it is up to the duty and who it isn't. Take notes, Captain, and just a roster accordingly. You are back to port. Ow, where's the stress meter?
Won't make it out alive.
Damn it! One of the sailors is having a panic attack. The enemy may hear him using the hydrophone. We must deal with it as quickly as possible. Alright. Gotta click coughing. Click depending on sailor using the left mouse button to order officer to calm him down. Alright, where is he? Right there. Schwartz!
Yes, sir. Come on. Get a grip, boy.
Current depth, 150 meters. $145 meters.
Be quiet. They will hear us.
150 meters.
We're all gonna die.
I'm ready for your orders. What are your orders, Captain? Yes, sir. I'll take care of it. Get a grip, boy.
This is the end.
We are now through the crisis, Skipper. The destroyer seems to have left the area. Click the highlighted button to return back to
Goddamn cougar in the car! Don't lose a cougar in the car. I put it in there. You gotta learn to drive with the fear. And there ain't nothing.
And thank you, buddy.
Blow the tanks.
Current depth, 125 meters.
75 meters. 20 meters.
Arm canceled. Switch to diesel engine.
That was an adventure. Luckily, we are now back to business and we can carry on with our orders. Skipper continue to patrol on the highlighted area and then return back to port after traveling 16,000 kilometers. So now I return back to port? What am I doing? Travel 16 kilometers inside a marked area. Okay, we still gotta travel. Alright.
Change course. Periscope depth. Switch to electric motors.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. for surface observations.
I'm moving. I guess it's moving. Maybe I have to stay on top of the water. Oh, there we go. A little faster. Oh shit.
Blow the tanks.
Current depth 10 meters.
Switch to diesel engines.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Or we just gotta stay in the water. Top of the water. Alright, return to Port Wolfenstein.
Change course.
Saves on fuel, but goes slower.
Decks awash.
What about deck wash?
Periscope depth. Switch to electric motors.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observations.
Yeah, but you got like barely any air quality. You're just gonna constantly be clicking on and off.
Blow the tanks. Switch to diesel engines.
Unless diesel
We've risen to the surface.
air quality thing does something rather than electronic. There was that. But then I would assume it would use more diesel gas if I clicked on this one, diesel compressor. It seems like it's the same, but
We are in shallow waters, Captain.
nuke 'em.
Ship masts, medium group, bearing 25 degrees.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Go to work. Complete the last training mission, Captain. I recommend you click the highlight officer. All right. Did it save? Now. John.
I serve as the liaison officer, relaying orders directly from the Admiralty. These are current orders from the headquarters. Your eyes only.
I'm just gonna get you to name this board nuisance. Stupid nuisance. Simmons went how to prepare a crew on Uboat challenge ahead. Over time, you recruit sailors and recruiting officer report. Please do that now. Clicking him using the left mouse button. Who? Over time, you'll have to recruit new sailors. You can perform a recruitment task by talking to a recruitment officer at the port. Boys do that now. Alright, I gotta find him now.
This may be your new crew. Let me know if you want to see their
Yeah, it seems right. I don't like the whole camera angle back here at the base. Good. Now, select the first dialogue option to look at the available recruit.
These recruits have the potential to be valuable assets for your crew.
When the rate shows the cost of recruiting, keep in mind that the cost may vary between ports. It's usually cheaper to recruit sailors closer at home base. This list usually contains only sailors, but if you have space for more officers in the crew, you may appear from time to time too. Okay. You can close this view for now. But you don't tell me how to curl. After you recruit new sailors, you may need to assign your crew to do over the crew list and the plus button. The screen allows you to specify which sailors will join the crew on your boat and who will remain in port. Crew lives on this order, bombing order, number and orders and officers, blah blah blah. Okay. You can close this view for now. Alright, that was a quick one. How do I save?
Tube 1 maintained.
Click the island officer. No. I don't want to. I want to save. And I want to leave. Am I going to have to start this all over again? That's what I'm worried about. Alright. Click on the highlight officer in the port to start a conversation with him. How many training missions are there? Jesus. You weren't kidding when you mentioned that it was like an hour-long training.
Change course.
I serve as the liaison officer, relaying orders directly
Officer,
from the Admiral.
between you and blah, blah, blah.
These are current orders from headquarters. Your eyes
On this screen, you can choose a training mission to support a nuisance. No, I didn't save. I gotta complete the whole training. New mission. Ship upgrades.
What do you need, officer?
You should be able to, alright. Alright, 1204. We lost a bit of data information.
As the liaison officer, relaying orders directly from the Admiralty. These are current orders from the headquarters. Your eyes only.
Alright, number 5. So it didn't save up to 6, but it did save up to 5 at least. Alright. That's fine. That's doable. That's doable. That's doable. Yeah, seems interesting. Seems interesting. Yeah, but I'm tired, and I gotta get up and do the stupid work shit again tomorrow. All right. Yeah, it's fun. I'll tell you this. I'm liking the way that this is feeling compared to the boat one. Whatever that one was called, I forget. But there is a lot to this. And I'm actually kind of surprised I was able to get it for the price they sold it for. Because, I mean, some of this game for the price is more in-depth than a lot of the more expensive AAA games, you know? That's what's crazy. I mean, I understand, sure, maybe the graphics or something or whatever's not there, or maybe or something. We still got to play it. I mean, the graphics are good. The graphics are good, don't get me wrong. But, you know, like, yeah, the cities aren't, like, overly done, but still. It's pretty good for the price, I would say. But yeah, you enjoy your night out. Take it easy. And hopefully I can get on tomorrow and not get interrupted as much. True. Alright. Catch you later. Take it easy. And as always,
One last question. What are the end?
Oh, fuck my face.
Can we trust him?
thanks again, buddy.
Aye, Captain, you got it.
If they want to drink Merlot, we're drinking Merlot.
No, if anybody orders Merlot, I'm leaving. I am not drinking any fucking Merlot!
Okay, relax, Miles. Jesus, no Merlot. Just bring your Xanax.
Yay!
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
That's a lot of nuts!
it's a great way to stay in shape.